In a world full of Dungeons & Dragons content, Jamazing presents a new way of playing the classic tabletop game. Welcome to DM Roulette, a game where the players rotate who the Dungeon Master will be each month. No need to sift through countless episodes to figure out what's going on here. Each adventure will begin and end in 3 parts. And don't you worry, the beloved cast of characters will stay consistent from adventure to adventure, unless they die. So, without further ado, let's start the next episode of DM Roulette.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my sessions for This Place is Deserted. When last we left our heroes, they were in the depths of the Great Wizard Zanzibar's laboratory, and Gunnar, having attempted to abscond with some rare and valuable books, triggered a trap, and the Guardian Clay Golem is attacking the entire party. After it had taken a fair bit of damage and realized that clearly these adventurers are fairly tough, the doors on the room slammed shut, and just as they did, it seems that SP Rocket stumbled backwards and fell out of the room. So she is no longer here for our current battle, but I'm sure she'll be okay if only she could get to the rest of you.
I'm glad she's safe.
Yes, exactly. So you won't have to worry about her at the very least.
So about to die on a cliffhanger, just make sure you're away the week after.
So as you douse me with oil and about to set me on fire, just don't show up.
Just
that started at the start of last session.
Just get up from your chair and walk away. Just like, oops, sorry guys. There's a thing happening. So, to remind everyone, you are in a kind of medium-sized room. It's maybe 40 feet across. It's a square. There are bookshelves all around the edges with a variety of clearly valuable books and possibly some other knickknacks. There is a clay golem that is attacking everyone, and there is a large clear vat of viscous liquid kind of filling the center of the room. And we already have our initiative order from last time. We are at the top of initiative order, I believe, and we are therefore starting with Hootie. Hootie, the clay golem, is attacking most of the melee players. So Gunnar and Peter Post and Minos are all, and possibly Panagix, are all off on kind of one side of the room attacking the clay golem.
Yeah, so they may not like what I'm about to try and do.
I mean,
so
I just got into
talking
the
is a
room,
free action, so you can, talk to us if you'd like.
Hootie would notice that they were trying to push the golem into the vat of oil. So Hootie is gonna do a little dance and flap the wings and do a little cartwheel in the air, and a lot of pizzazz. And she's gonna try and take control of the vat of oil and make it sentient and turn it into a dancing item. Now, how do I link this ability again? I need a Panatix, you're the IT support for the group. What?
I think it's what is it? Feet? Something feet?
Class feet?
Exclamation mark.
Class feet.
Yeah.
Feet is in feature, not feet is in things on the end of your legs.
Oh.
Yes, okay. Sure, it can be a large non-magical item. It uses the dancing item stat block. It is friendly to you and your companions and obeys your commands. Okay.
What did you
and
make
the
dancing?
item is indeed non-magical. Okay, so there is a large vat of clear viscous liquid in the center of the room. It is now dancing around and shares your initiative count, taking its turn immediately after yours. So you can move or use a bonus action, or you can do the vat turn.
Yeah. So my action was to make it a dancing item.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have the item tip over.
Yep.
And
towards anything.
Towards the golem.
Towards the golem.
Unfortunately, everybody else standing around.
Yes. Okay. All right. There is a large vat that is dancing around, and it tips itself over. It says, I guess it doesn't have like a voice or anything. It's just kind of doing its thing. All right. Yes. So this will spray a large wave of acid across the room.
Oh shit!
So I will need
What did
everyone.
you think was gonna happen, Hootie?
I thought it was like a stone immobilizer fluid.
Oh my gosh.
What?
So yeah, all of the PCs except Hootie. Yeah, all the PCs except Hootie. I will need a dexterity saving throw from you all.
Cody will be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
I don't mind doing this saving throw. I just want a point of clarification. Like, I had just made it into this room.
Oh yes, okay. If you were not fighting the golem, then that is okay.
I don't think I had engaged it yet.
Okay. Yeah, if you're not next to the golem, then you're all right.
Question: if I hit it but I didn't do any damage, can I send it out too?
No, you were there, so you are now getting hit by this wave of acid. So, yeah. Dex saving throws, probably using Hootie's spell save DC. The item uses your stats.
Yeah, so my spell save DC is where?
Above your
In the
14.
spells tab,
14.
yeah.
So what happens to me is the question.
I didn't think it was acid. I thought
you
it was...
didn't really check.
You didn't
No,
check.
I didn't.
Okay, so yeah, what's your dexterity saving? What's your save DC, Hootie?
14.
14.
Stealth
Okay.
save.
Spell save, and this has been dumped in the direction of you guys. So that is 26 points of acid damage for anyone who did not save. Halved
For
for
Pan,
anyone who saved.
I'll use my reaction to take Pan's.
Oh.
Okay, actually, let me just confirm I can do that. Hold on. There might be a distance. I think it might be 5 feet.
I'm just gonna do it.
Just kidding.
Sorry, I thought I could, and then I'm like, wait, I might not have the distance, because since I just went through the trouble of confirming I'm at the doorway.
Is it half as much for us, Matt, for those who passed?
Yes, so
Okay.
those who saved will take half damage as you kind of try to get your way out.
Never
of
mind, Pan,
acid.
you're on your own. You have to be
That's
5 feet near me for me to take that damage.
Hold on. I am looking for my shit.
And the pot, I
um,
assume we'll also have to do the saving throw.
Oh, the golem does
Uh-oh.
not attempt to get out of the way. And
You've been
as the
stronger,
acid,
Hootie!
as the
Yeah,
acid
you just-
washes over it, you see it stitches bits of clay back together and solidifies the golem.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
Oh, so
Yeah,
clay
like the-
golems are immune to acid damage and are in fact healed by it. They absorb
If
the
someone
acid.
had made a check or something.
Yes, if someone had, known anything about clay golems or had checked if they knew anything about clay golems.
Okay, so I'm
Might have been
going
something you found
to expend a point of well, I renamed everything, but a point of Ursa Major to reduce the damage that you take. It's within 30 feet of me, by a D8 plus 2. So there you go.
All right,
Ooh, so 10. I reduced it by 10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
go for it.
I'll take 10.
So once
Yeah, by 10,
everyone
go for it.
has taken their appropriate amount of damage, you will note, I guess, two things. One is that the acid is kind of spreading everywhere along the floor. So there is enough in the vat that kind of the entire floor is coated with a thin sheen of acid. And the bookshelves are beginning to smolder and sink. And anything on the lower shelves near where you were fighting has kind of dissolved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Hootie, since you have animated the jug is now kind of laying on its side on the floor. You will notice it has a few runes on the side. And can bards learn? Hang on, 1 sec.
Well, I know you're kind of new at this, Hootie, but we have to do damage to the enemies and not our friends, okay? Gotta remember that. You know, it can be a little confusing.
In character, my guy goes, ah!
So yes, Hootie, while the jar is not magical, or the vat is not magical, it does have a set of glyphs of warding inscribed upon it that will explode under a certain condition. You're not sure what.
So Hootie be like, well, it's not all lost, but there are glyphs of warding that will explode under a certain condition on the vat of acid. You just need to get to it.
What is the condition, Hootie? Oh, you're starting to make me scared.
Is it dipped in acid?
Oh, I hope not.
So you might be able to figure out what the condition is if you want to spend a bit of time investigating it, or I leave it up to you. But what you can tell as a bard, since you can cast Glyph of Warding, you recognize these glyphs.
Well, we'll see. My turn's over, so we'll see on next turn what Hootie tries to do.
How much more damage Hootie can do?
Okay, Gunnar. Oh, and Hootie, are you standing on the ground? Flying?
No, of course
Hovering?
not.
Okay, perfect.
I used my movement to fly up when I noticed that it was not a magical fluid in the vat, but an acid that is burning and setting everything on fire.
Yes, perfect. Gunnar, it is your turn. There is acid all over the floor. You take 3 points of acid damage. The bookshelves all around are rapidly sinking into acid, and some of the valuable books are starting to disappear. There is also a clay golem.
Which is no longer our main problem.
No, definitely not. Gunnar's in a rage, so he's just going to attack the clay golem, irrespective of the fact that he is soon to die.
Go for it.
And he will attack recklessly.
Yep, that is hit, and it adds another 2, right, for rage?
That's right, sorry, yeah.
10.
And then he'll do it again.
Yep.
Wow.
That's good. Another 10.
Alright, and
Anything
that's
else?
Gunnar.
We like hits.
Maybe he'll get the golem back to where he was before we started.
It's pretty close, actually. You've taken great big chunks out of the acid-hardened bits. Peter Post, you have entered the room. Everything's gone to hell.
Yeah.
There are a variety of valuables sinking into acid. There are a bunch of your friends surrounding a clay golem. Also slowly sinking into
Those
acid.
are the most valuable things that are about to sink into acid, so I will take care of my friends as best I can. How close are Gunnar and Pan to each other?
They're within 10 feet of one another, I would say.
Okay, well, Gunnar's left. I was going to ask what his health was at, but I guess that means Pan.
Okay, you will also take 3 points of acid damage from
He actually
the
said
acid
at the beginning.
sloshing around on the floor.
Sure. So I was okay. Give me a second. There's a lot of things I wanted to do, but Gunnar left and I had to have him here, so that didn't work.
Gunnar was at about half health.
He was at 45 out of
the acid
91, and he
sloshed
just
over
took 3.
everyone.
Okay, so he's probably below half, was my question.
He's
Yes.
got 42 out of 91.
Okay, yeah. As a bonus action, each creature within me can gain
Within?
1d6 plus 3 of health, and it's no more. They can't go higher than half their max hit points for that.
I'm already at half my hit points.
You're already at half hit point?
I blocked 12 of his.
Oh.
I, on the other hand, am not at the half.
Okay.
Just to put that
I'll roll. And then, so it's 4 plus 3, so you guys will gain 7.
That's
Technically,
Gunnar
yeah,
and
one.
Bearable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Up to a max of half your total hit points.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near
Round it
that.
down or up?
You round down everything?
I think you round down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the last thing I want to do is I want to offer Gunnar a silver ring. I'd be like, Gunnar, I realize this is awkward to do in battle, but please take this. Oh, he's not listening. Gunnar, please take this silver ring, this friendship ring, to protect you And it will grant you a +1 AC and resistance to all damage.
Ooh.
And for those that are wondering, that's a warding bond. I also will take all damage that Gunnar takes as well. Like, at the same time, we both take it.
You split it? Or did you just both take it?
We both take it. But he has resistance
It
to
halves
all
it and then
damage.
splits it, right? That's kind of how it works.
Gunnar much prefers this gift to a wave of acid delivered by useless pigeon.
I never said it was dark. The oil was entirely interpreted. All right,
You in fact
Peter,
said clear viscous liquid.
I did. I think I might not have said clear today.
There was no way it was
It was-
petroleum.
It was originally specified to be clear. Peter Post, if that's your turn, then
Yeah,
Minos.
Gunnar takes 7 health if you haven't. If you're
Okay.
below half. If you're
Yeah.
below half.
I went up to half, yeah.
Great. Then everybody... Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Yes, you are in the acid. You will also take 3 points of acid damage. Apparently, it's very even around here. These D10s are rolling nothing but 3s.
What is the floor's substance currently? I know there's acid
The
on top of it.
floor is yes, there's acid on top of it. The rest of the floor underneath appears to be stone.
Ooh, okay. So I'm casting a 4th level spell called Stone Shape. And I'm going to shape the floor so that it creates a hole and kind of like a shift in the floor so that all the acid will collect down.
Try
into
to
that
drain it
spot.
somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Do a perception check for me, please.
Okay. I can do that. It's this. 14.
Okay. The stone in the very center of the room where the vat was is a slightly different color.
Oh.
Like it's a plug?
Can I do kind of maybe a nature check to see if I can tell what's different about what's going on there? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I'm not. Don't know.
Okay. Yep. Something different in the center, under where the vat was. Otherwise, hard to tell.
How far am I away from that patch of stone?
Say 10 feet. The room is not super large. So
Okay.
you guys are off on the side.
So then
that's the side.
I would like to stone shape and try to hit kind of half regular stone and half whatever that stone is in order to just concave it down because it's a 10-foot area.
So the stone shape covers a 10-foot area?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you can start draining stuff over in that direction for sure.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, there's a slight slope in the other direction.
Yes. So there's a lot of acid that's not going to clear it all immediately, but
No.
it is going to prevent a fair bit of damage.
Okay, so for the fluff of it, Minos is going to look down and touch kind of through the acid and touch the stone beneath, and goes, "Oh, little stone spirit in the floor, can you help us out a little bit and maybe create a bit of a hole here so the acid could come this way?" And soon the whole floor is going to start to shift and meld to Minos' request. That's an action though, and I'm in combat, so I don't want to get hit again.
So fairy fired in.
You are very fired.
I'm going to take an op attack, unfortunately, and I'm going to move to the area of the room where the acid will be kind of less like the edge of the room, I guess.
Sure. Yep. Yeah. So there won't be a corner that's clear this turn, but you can definitely get to a corner that will have less in it. That is a 19 on AC.
It will hit. Yep.
I have a question. Where is Minos in relation to Gunnar?
Probably within 10 feet easily. You're all kind of around
the
the
pot.
clay golem.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you say within 10 feet...
So
okay,
Tim, what I could have done as Minos is technically you only cause the break attack when you move away from
That's
the
true.
creature. So I can shift around to get near Gunnar and then get away from the guy. So that
Because if he's within
5
5, I would like to use a reaction.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'm going to intercept and reduce some of the damage.
Okay. The damage is 23 damage.
Oof.
Good God, man.
And I would like a Constitution saving throw from whoever is taking this damage.
I'm not gonna stop it all, man.
To use another point to try to block that, or block part of it.
I blocked 9
Nice.
with my tail.
Where's my
Nice.
So
So
whereas Hootie hurt everyone, I reduced the damage you took. So that's just point of contrast.
So that's 12 damage still coming my way then?
Yes.
Hold on, I just rolled. It's just typing.
Did you use your reaction
Or
to
14, I
save
guess.
me though?
So I blocked
Simon?
another 10.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I mean,
Bearable,
but
you
like
get
last
one
time-
reaction per
Yeah.
turn cycle.
Oh.
So if you already used a reaction when
You
the acid
fucking
kind of covered
cheater.
everything. Yeah,
Okay,
you
so I'm
gotta
taking
wait
the
till your
damage.
turn.
I'm doing the con save.
Yeah.
If
Can I
it's
keep my 8 for
poison,
the
I have
next roll?
advantage on it, but I'll just roll.
It is not.
Okay.
It's clay.
12.
All right. So your hit point maximum is reduced by the amount of damage you took
Whoa.
until removed by greater restoration or other magic.
Mother.
Just as a point, because I think I was by Gunnar as well.
Yep.
He would have a +3 to that save.
Mino says?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I-
actually, that's true. Yes, you the
15.
paladin are here. That is a success.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Minos has this kind of like future sight of what could have happened. How does it interrupt, or what is it that gives me my fortitude, Peter?
I have an aura, so it's just anyone near me gets +3 on their saves, and in my head, it's just those, like, I'm drilled to, like, train all the employees, so I feel like just all the time, I'm like, hey guys, if this ever comes up, here's your training. Don't forget, clay golems can affect you with clays. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready, guys. You gotta be ready. And that's like
Clay,
every night
nor
before
snow,
bed.
nor
Hands in,
slate,
full
nor
hands
clay.
up.
Every night. So when I make it to
Don't
the
forget your
end
training.
when I make it to the end of the corner of the room, I'd like to step up onto something or whatever. I'd like to try to get out of the
Yeah, you can
acid
try to
as best as I
climb onto one of the
Disintegrating bookshelves?
disintegrating bookshelves would be probably the most accessible thing. There might be a chandelier in the center of the room, but if you're trying to get away from the acid, I think bookshelves are probably your best bet. They are slowly sinking. They are not like completely toppling over yet.
I was
And
gonna
even if
say
they
the
do topple
melting
over, you
bookshelves?
might be able to kind of stay on top and out of the acid. But that would be an acrobaticsy style thing.
Ooh, okay, I'll just stand then. I won't acrobatics.
How
I'm
how
gonna try to figure out-
sturdy are these bookshelves versus a bull's weight?
Not extremely. They are
I'm not
definitely
climbing
smoking
it.
a bit.
I already made my own internal assessment.
Like,
Minos
how
turns-
many hundreds of pounds is a minotaur?
Yes, and just to keep you guys in the note, the bottom shelves, there may be 3 tiers-ish of bookshelf. The bottom shelves are very rapidly dissolving, and everything all of them are starting to kind of disappear. Pan.
I remembered, Peter. I remembered what you said about the clay
I'm so proud of you.
Good job, Cowman.
This is why we have employee training. Good job.
I'm assuming I take 3 damage.
Here, yes, sorry, I will roll it.
Okay.
You take 1 point of acid.
Woo!
It's draining away, apparently.
Gunnar,
That gold star.
would you mind if I attacked from your shoulders?
I just see this gnome climbing up this.
No, I'm not climbing. Fuck that. I have too much dignity for that shit.
Wipe your feet first.
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna cast. Whatchamacallit? Misty Step. So like a nice little breeze, just like kind of like.
Hopefully you don't appear inside his head.
Yep. That is
jump up onto.
it's a generous description of unoccupied space, but okay.
Yeah.
you're spending a 2nd level spell to get out of the acid. Okay.
Yep.
Carry on.
And then I will attack. So I will cast Blade Ward on myself, and and then as I will also attack.
And that is a hit
19.
for 11 points of damage. Alright. Done.
Stab.
Yep, the golem is now more injured than it was at the start of the turn.
That is a factual description.
Anything else, Ben?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
Alright, the golem will go. It heals a little tiny bit from the little tiny bit of acid, because apparently there's just no freaking acid in this room. And yes, exactly. It will do 3 attacks. It is hasted for this turn. That will be done at the end of this turn. So we're gonna do 1 on Pan, who attacked him, or a 16 on AC.
Miss.
All right, we will do 1 on Gunnar with advantage for 25 on AC.
I'm sorry, Guda.
They hit.
Yeah. Chunk for 19 points of magical bludgeoning damage. But if you have the ring on, then you do resist that.
You resist half. Yeah.
You are both taking half, so you'll each take 9, and you will each give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Don't forget, Gunnar, that you have, first of all, +3 on this Constitution saving throw, but also +1 to your AC for that.
Right.
Well, for all hits, but yeah.
Yes. Yep, so con saving throws from the both of you. That's good.
But when we do a saving throw, can you just click on your stat? Like, can I just click on, or do I have to do a save?
Make sure you're clicking on the saves part. You have stats, and then you have saves. Because if you have training in the save, it'll add more to it. And who else is there? Bearable is there, right?
Yes.
Bearable. That's a crit.
Great.
Both fists
use my
are
reaction?
slamming on it. You can.
I will use
absolutely
my action to cast Silvery Barbs.
Yep. That's a reroll. So then in this case, it's a 19 on AC.
Thank you. And I've already used my reaction, so that there's nothing I can do but just take it, correct?
Yes, you can just take it.
What's your health at, Bearable?
But I'll give...
It is at 13.
Oh, well, you take 16 points of damage.
Okay. No, you don't! I use my reaction and I'm like, no! I'm right here!
We got a lot of reactions going on, but I think you're good, right?
Sorry, why do I take damage twice?
No.
No,
So
Silvery Barbs rerolled the attack,
okay.
You don't take 19 damage, you take 16 damage.
Okay, so
19
I'm...
And then
Bearable,
Peter I'll
Post.
give you advantage on your next as well. On your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you have advantage.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Peter Post, what have you got?
Sorry, was it clear that I took that damage for Bearable?
Okay, let's make sure that. So Bearable,
you
you
took
are
three?
Okay. Peter Post, you are taking 16 points of damage from the Clay Golem, and that will be a Constitution saving throw.
So I don't take my 16.
You do not.
you.
You're still up.
Just gotta remember damage, and then con save.
Yeah.
15?
15 is a save. Ever so just barely.
Sweet.
15 is the magic number. Alright. That is Clay Golem. The haste wears off for the round. And Bearable, you are the end of the initiative order.
What?
Oh, and
Unbelievable.
You'll take 7 points of acid damage.
Oh, right. I forgot that's still happening.
It is starting to drain. But for this round, at least, it is.
Thank you, male person, for taking the bludgeoning for me. Okay. Honestly, I don't know what to do because my attacks don't do anything to it. And
Your attack with
yeah.
the scimitar that is magical does damage.
Yeah.
So I'd have
You
to just.
don't know what else that scimitar does, but it is magical.
But then
It is
I'd have to
pretty
drop my weapon and my shield.
It's a one-handed
Just your
scimitar.
weapon. Yeah, yeah. You still get to use your shield.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I don't have it in my inventory, so I don't know what that's
It is
The
a
stat
magic
bonus.
scimitar. It does. I think a scimitar does a D8. Right?
It's on a +1. Yeah, it's just magic, eh?
All we know is
Okay.
magic from it.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna attack it with that, obviously.
Go for it.
It's probably
And
the
I'm
same
gonna-
to hit as your any other weapon that you have equipped right now.
Yeah.
Assume that is true
Yeah.
Right.
for the purposes of your rolls.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my Ursa Major Mauling Spirit.
Okay.
I renamed them. They're all cute now. And I rolled a 7, so nothing happened.
Yes, that is true.
So cute.
So that's
so
a miss.
Cute.
I believe you get more than one attack.
Yeah, you get 2 attacks
Yes.
per action, so that's nice. Come on, bear ball.
I still don't think
That is a miss.
that is even again, isn't it?
You need higher than that to hit.
Like 14.
You need something more than a 13.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll myself in acid and bow and shame.
Okay.
Careful,
Yeah,
no!
you have
No,
bonus
that's you
action
supposed
if
to
you
be
want.
soaking up the acid. Do it. Clear the path for me with your
are, yeah.
body.
So as Bearable is kind of considering what to do, you see the bottom shelves of all of the bookshelves are now sunk into the acid, and all of those valuable books have dissolved.
Can I take a step, like, while staying in range of everyone? Can I take a step out of the acid? Like, is there somewhere for me to like hold on
So
to? or-
there will be some corners of the room that are less covered in acid, because Minos is starting to drain everything towards the center. So I would say, like, you will all be taking a little bit less acid damage next round as a result of that.
Okay. Well, as I stand there, you could see some of the fur off my legs start to melt off, and then I'm done my turn.
Okay.
So,
Hootie, it's back up
just
to you.
Quickly, Simon, you should be having +5 to hit, not +2 to hit. Just so you know, because you had strength and your proficiency bonus when you attack.
Yes. This is very true.
So that 13 should
Yes,
actually
that
be a
13
16.
Okay, and a 16 will hit, so you can roll damage for that one.
Okay. Maybe you
Okay,
can
yes,
explain
that's
that to me
true.
later, because I just clicked the button on the attack.
You should be adding proficiency modifier and strength modifier. For this
Yeah,
attack.
you used your ranged attack, but this is a melee attack, so you click the wrong button essentially. You see,
Listen,
your
I am
clawing
trying.
reach- I know. That's why I'm trying to show it to you now. Your clawing
Yeah,
reach or
yeah,
your
okay.
bare necessities. That's the attacks you want to be using.
Yeah, okay. So then one of them would have hit, is what you're telling me? And so...
Yeah, so roll
What's a
damage.
scimitar's damage? Oh,
D8. Yeah.
D8. Okay.
All right, 6 points of damage. Chunk.
What's your strength modifier? I'm assuming that's.
I think his strength modifier is actually something like that.
Oh,
His
okay.
strength mod is +2. His proficiency
Yeah,
is
okay.
+3. Yeah. So
What's
that's the correct
dex?
damage.
Does he have a high dex mod?
No, +1.
Oh, okay.
He's a fighter. It's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, okay, and then now I'm going to use my an extra point to do another d8 +2 force damage, which is how I did damage to it last time.
Yep,
Negligibly,
that
but...
that does damage. Roll it.
So it's this +2. Ooh, 10.
Ooh, 10 more damage. Chunk.
Wow.
I'm
That's a solid hit.
contributing.
Hey, yeah, that was solid.
Yeah, it
That's
adds up.
14 total damage, huh?
Okay.
More
Back
importantly,
rolling an acid.
you didn't
now.
actually heal him. That's huge for us,
Not this time.
apparently.
Back around to Hootie. You are hovering above
Oh,
the
good!
acid. Your vat is dancing around near everyone.
Do you have like a giant healing spell cloud to save everybody that you've doomed?
Actually,
Oh god, no, we're all dead.
No, no.
Hootie will be like, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't realize it was acid. I'm just not used to dealing with acid. So Hootie is going to pull out a little tiara and put it on her head, and she's like, "This is my beacon of hope, and we're all gonna get through this, and we can deal about consequences later." And she's gonna cast Beacon of Hope. And so, do I just go Beacon of Hope?
Yeah,
Do
cast Beacon of Hope. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. So everybody that I can see in range except the golem has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. And then who is the most... Well, actually, Hootie is going to look to Gunnar, who tends to probably be the one that hates her the most at the moment. Be like, Gunnar, here's a token of my appreciation for all your strength. She's going to cast Healing Word on Gunnar, and that will do an immediate... I don't need to roll for that, due to Beacon of Hope. So that will be 12 plus 15 points of healing on Gunnar.
15 total, not total.
15 total, yes. It gives you an odd... So anybody that gets healed for anything, the healing does the maximum, so you don't need to roll.
Oh, shit.
How long does that last
For the next 1 minute.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that.
But because that was a bonus action, Healing Word's a bonus action, it means I cannot control the dancing item now, because it's a bonus action to command it, so it can only take the dodge action.
Yep, so it will hunker down and try to dodge anything that attacks it.
Not super graceful, I'm assuming, but
It's a big kind of jar thing.
Minos giving a thumbs up to Hootie, like, "Oh yeah, you're getting it."
All right. After Hootie is Gunnar.
Gunnar is still heedless to sort of the acid situation, so
Yes.
I don't know
so
if you wanna-
will take a little bit. It is starting to drain, so we're taking
Yeah.
less acid damage. But okay, it's 7 acid.
Less,
that's
but
way more than I took.
In theory, it's less damage.
but more.
You do split it with Peter Post, so technically you will each take
Oh.
3.
Shit.
Sorry, I don't know if it's
you
clear.
resist
It's
all
not
damage.
split. It's not
Oh.
split. I just take damage every time he takes damage. It's
Yeah,
just
but-
he gets resistance. That's the
Right,
the
so
thing.
it's half damage of 7.
Effectively,
so you both
it
take
is
3. Yeah, you both
Okay.
take 3.
A total of that amount of damage gets dealt between the two party members. -1 because rounding.
yes, because we're on Ben.
All right. So, in a
Losing
shocking
some
turn of
packets in
events,
transmission.
Gunnar is going to attack with his... There it is. This great axe. I'm going to try to roll it on the thing here. Recklessly.
Roll
So,
it.
Mhm.
Rolling.
it.
Rolling.
did it roll?
It did. That's a hit.
Thank God you rolled by
23.
Now hit your damage.
Do we have-
Now hit the.
Oh!
hit the damage.
I was like,
right
the
next-
damage is
right next
taking
to
a
the
while.
attack. Yeah.
Oh, fuck that. I don't like that. +2 for rage, though.
10 more
Okay.
damage. Chunk.
And then he will do the same thing again. A reckless attack with the great axe. The magic. Oh, fuck this game.
That is not a hit.
You have the Bardic Inspiration, you haven't used that, which
No, I
gives you-
did.
More than that.
Oh.
An undescribed 14 probably. More than that. This actually hit.
I think because I gave myself temporary hit points.
Yeah,
So I must
okay,
have
you
used
did.
that.
Yeah, you did use it.
Well, fuck my
Okay.
life.
Yep. Anything else, Gunnar? Good. After Gunnar, it is
Jen, what's
Peter
Peter's
Post.
HP at?
What is
Sorry?
my HP?
What's your HP, Jen?
It's not great, but not awful.
You are taking 5 acid damage as the acid drains out of the room. The second kind of levels of the bookshelves are starting to dissolve away.
Oop, I accidentally healed myself 5. I'll just.
They have 3 levels, Matt? There are 3 tiers? Or?
Yeah, 3 tiers of the bookshelves.
So I'm gonna do something super dumb. But I want to do it.
That
As in,
tracks
because
with
it's a
this party.
concentration spell, and so I'm taking damage every time Gunnar takes damage, so I'm gonna have to roll concentration so much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So Peter Post, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this. I'm so stupid. And he pulls out these like beautiful gold embellished certificates that's like party member of the month. And I pass one to Gunnar, who's beside me, and I like throw one to Bearable, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of deserve this too, so I give one to myself, and we're all blessed, and we all share the title Party Member of the Month. So blessed on any roll except damage, you can roll an additional d4.
Alrighty.
So that's saving throws and attack rolls that applies to.
Yay, I am person of month.
It's literally your first day.
But he's doing so well. Bearable, I just really want you to know, I just appreciate you joining our crew, and I think that you've done so well here. You've really taken to the lessons I've been teaching, and you know what? You're just doing exceptional. Here's a certificate.
I have to say that in my many years before meeting you, I've never hurt myself so much, but it's okay.
And that's worthy of an award, Bearable.
It has been fun. As there's like patches of body hair missing, it has been a good time.
Alright, anything else, Peter?
No, that's really all I can do.
That's it. Alright, cool. Minos, you have extricated yourself from the rest of the group and are over in a corner, so you've got a little bit less acid. 5 points.
I'm actually going to move back into the fray, but not.
Carry on.
I'm not going to go into combat range with the. Well, sorry, I don't know if he's got reach, so I'm not going to move within 5 feet of the clay pot, but I am going to go essentially 5 feet behind my allies that are.
Yep, the golem does not have reach. They're regular.
Okay,
size.
so I'm staying out of that sense. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Gunnar. And I'm going to cast it
at a roll for that one.
I'm going to cast it at the 3rd level, and it's maxed out because of the
sure is
font thing. Okay, so then Gunnar, you're going to heal 27 points of damage. So when Minos comes up, he'll be like, "Oh, Gunnar, Wood was very thankful that you took a hit for me, so she'd like to, or sorry, they would like to." And then Minos's hands are going to kind of glow green, and Gunnar's tattoos are going to glow green from the tattoos that Wood had kind of bestowed upon him, and that will refresh Gunnar's vitality, I guess. That's an action. I'm pretty sure.
Do it again, and I'll be at full.
Maybe I'll share the love with other people who are hurting pretty bad next time, but we'll see if I can think of the fluff of it.
With a +2 strength?
Alright, and Minos, since you are kind of funneling the acid, if you have a look near the center of the room, you saw the other kind of color of stone, you notice that it is starting to smoke and hiss and kind of flake away.
Oh guys,
so it appears to be dissolving through that particular chunk in the center.
Everyone just remember Peter's training and you stay away from hissing sounds.
Yeah.
Alright, stay away from snakes, a pretty good idea.
Peter, you're muted. I can't hear you. Oh.
I have like a binder that I go through like every night. It's like, okay, today we're looking at the chapter on traps.
I feel like Minos is like the only one that pays attention.
Yeah. Is it like a women's binder that you're going through, Jen?
What did you ask, Bearable?
Is it a women's binder?
Oh yeah, it has a women's section for sure.
Alright, after Minos is Pan. Pan, you are on top of Gunnar's shoulder and are thus out of the acid.
God, just keep on jacking it, guys.
The bookshelves, the second tier of the bookshelves are kind of dissolving away fairly quickly. But,
I'll blade ward myself and I will attack it.
Go for it.
You need acid ward.
10 is not going to hit.
Sorry, Pan, I should have blessed you. That was a mistake.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'm just panicking.
All right, fair enough.
Panicking.
So
If only we
Clay
had tiny
Golem is good
popcorn
to go.
cannoneer with us.
okay, so the clay golem does not recharge its haste. It is moving at a regular speed.
Oh, praise!
It
Letter
just can't seem to find enough acid to charge itself up. As it
Did he
kind of
look in that
slashes around
corner
its
way over
ankles.
there?
But it will attack Gunnar with one attack
That's hurtful.
for a 20 on AC.
Yeah.
Alright. For 16 points of magical bludgeoning damage, split between you and Peter Post, with Constitution saving throws for the two of you. Please.
+3.
Oh,
Plus
I
3
love
for
that-
Gunnar.
Let's
Yeah.
say for Gunnar.
I
Peter's
love
is
that
already.
Gunnar's getting hit,
Right.
but the tiny wizard on his shoulder, though. That's fine.
oh, it's a +3. I am a +3.
Okay, so I think it is going to attack Pan because he's also kind of over there.
Peter
Yeah.
needs to give a concentration.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you
check.
quickly remind me how to do
Sorry,
a
Pan, I threw you
It's a
under the
con
bus.
It is a
save,
Constitution save.
and you'll have to
The
get
DC
10.
is 10 or half the damage taken. I think.
Yeah,
Whichever is
if
higher.
it's greater than 10. Yeah,
Okay, I just rolled a
you're
21.
so you're
Yep.
good.
You're okay. And Pan, that is a 23 on AC.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Alright.
You're obviously within 5 of me, so I'd like to use a reaction to intervene.
I might be
Only
5
taking
in
half
you.
of this damage anyway?
Yeah, because it doesn't say non-magical. It just says.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
It's any
No.
bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
So I take
the
7
blade
damage.
ward locks it down to 7. Gunnar, if you wish to further reduce that.
Yeah. Why not? Get 1d10 plus. What the fuck is my proficiency bonus?
3, yeah.
3. Okay. 1d10 plus 3. I reduce it by 4. I'm so good at things.
3
you take
damage.
3 damage. Technically, you do need to do a Constitution saving throw.
Plus 3. Learn from me.
As I shall.
You're good. And at the end of the golem's turn, because it is at below half health, the rune of warding on the jug goes off.
Oh,
And everyone in the area, which is basically everyone around the clay golem, is going to take a con save, please,
Con?
for half.
As
As the jug explodes into shards from the shattering effect. So this is going to be regular old bludgeoning damage for those of you who resist that.
Con! Okay. Plus 3.
everyone did
So,
great on
uh,
the
Do I
so-
need to? I need to take that as well.
No.
Were you somewhere near the vat, or were you kind of...
I feel that Hootie does need to take some damage, yeah.
Who is still like flying in the open doorway?
It's shattering and like a shattery globe of shattered.
Yes, if you did not kind of take cover from the vat, then yes, you are
yeah,
going to.
so-
What type of damage is it?
It is
Say-
regular old bludgeoning damage.
Your blade
It
ward
is
How do you do it?
26 points of regular old bludgeoning damage.
Con
To
save?
everyone?
Con save, anyone who got at least an 18 on their con will take no damage.
No damage?
No damage.
Amazing.
Oh,
You're dodging all the glass shards. You got out of the way.
Cool.
I don't, is Hootie within range of Peter? Is Aura? I'm assuming so. If so, then
What's the range on your aura, Peter?
I think it's 5 or 10 feet. I gotta hold on. Give me a second.
If it's
I have
5
the
feet,
power
it's
class
probably
up.
a no. If it's 10 feet, sure.
Can I use inspiration to grab Hootie and use Hootie's
Oh,
body
it's 10. It's 10
to
feet.
absorb some of the
10 feet?
shards?
Okay, yeah, Hootie, I think you're good. Bearable, however, you are not.
No, I know. I'm trying to figure
Can I
out. how to
push
not
Hootie in
die.
front of Bearable?
No. Hootie is a little ways out of the
Okay.
melee.
I'm
I
gonna
can
use
jump.
Fury Hide again, and I'm going to try to block some damage.
I'm 7 feet tall.
Of course, I
cat.
rolled 1. So I blocked 3 damage.
Okay. So you
So
take
I-
23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Great.
Oh, fuck my life.
not help you with this try.
I used my reaction. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thankfully,
Okay.
Eels will feel you.
Yeah.
Tonight, so
So
Might
I'm,
as well go
I'm down
down.
to 2 now.
You're still up though.
Hopefully the
I'm
acid
still up.
doesn't take you out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's done now.
That is the end of the Clay Golem's turn. Bearable, it is your turn, and you are in a little bit of acid.
One.
Oh!
3 points of acid damage.
That's
Okay,
so
so
rude.
How do I die? Now that I've been
Okay, so
screwed?
you go to
Wait, I
zero.
think-
You go to 0 health.
I think I have my reaction. I can take that.
You haven't
Sure.
used it.
Yeah, if you haven't used it.
I think I
PCs
think
are in
I'm
charge of
running
keeping
around.
track of their own reactions. but-
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
No problem. But I do have to roll a con check for taking damage. Let me just
Yeah.
double check to make
Yes,
sure
do your
I can take that reaction.
concentration
Oh
check.
yeah, that's. Oh, Bearable, you should have. Oh no. You did have bless, right? Everyone who's blessed should have added D4 to their saving throws. Just
That is true.
reminder. A reminder.
I
Oh,
did
yeah,
not
yeah.
do that.
Sorry. Also, another thing. Sorry. Bearable is not 5 feet from me, right?
No.
Okay.
Can I roll a
actually can't
D4?
use my reaction on you.
yeah,
It's-
roll a d4.
Yes, you can actually, if you like roll a d4 for your save, then sure, because you were blessed. and that
Yeah,
is
we
a
should
thing.
get the benefits of
Damn.
the bless.
Hey, okay, so that does save, and you're good.
Okay, so can I get my 23 health back?
Yes, you can get your
Thank you.
You can get half because you forgot about blood.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank
Okay, so you
social
all
workers, man.
successfully
Thank social
dodged
workers.
the
Yeah,
bat
Peter
from-
is causing us to save a lot of.
Yes, an extreme amount
Oh.
of mailman training.
Yes.
The buff to saving throws is crazy.
Put label on pot so we know what acid inside.
You guys see those arcane symbols? Those are Witness symbols.
Like the exploding skull.
Like it just like if Hootie failed to save, it would just be this giant glass shard in the middle of your chest.
Okay, so I
Alright,
took the 3 damage from the acid.
You took the 3 damage from the acid, and it is your turn.
Doesn't feel like it, but okay. I'm going to attack it again with my new scimitar. Ooh, suck it, bitch!
Oh.
Yep, that's a hit. Roll damage.
Huzzah!
Oh.
8 points of damage. Nice.
Oh, that's
Use your brain.
what brain? And then I get to attack again.
Your mind attack.
Your force attack, yeah.
Oh, right. That's not
nice.
That's a hit.
So that's okay. That is
6 points of damage.
okay.
All right.
And
Yes,
then I'm
your
going to
new
do
magic
another
scimitar
telekinetic
slices in.
thrust. So I'm going to roll another. Wait. It's a D8 plus 2. So 4.
4 more damage. All right.
And then as my bonus action, since I didn't have to block that 25 earlier, I'm going to use my honey pot. And then because of Jackson's, I don't have to roll my D10, so I'm going to heal for 17.
Fuck
It's a
yeah.
D10 plus 7.
Ooh, nice. That's a solid refresh.
Mhm.
Thank you, Hootie.
Though you know your bonus action is different than a reaction, right? So it wouldn't have mattered if you reacted. Because you would, like, a bonus action is just
I think
pretty-
it's more that he's conscious and can do
Oh,
it.
I see. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was. Yeah, okay.
But I did think
Fair-
it was.
Fair point. Fair
Tim
point.
was right, though. I did think it
Oh,
was.
okay.
Yeah.
Then
it is
yes, bonus and
different.
reaction are different. You can't do a reaction on your own turn.
Correct.
Right.
And you can't
Oh,
do a bonus action on
I
anyone
thought you
else's.
could.
Not during your own turn.
Okay.
Reaction
react.
explicitly-
And I assume the acid will be drained.
Sorry, the rules are you can use a reaction on your own turn. However, you
Oh.
only reset your reaction at the start of your turn. So if you use it on your turn, you're done
You're
until
done.
your turn starts again. Yeah.
I guess if somehow they like attack you on
Opportunity
your turn
attacks would be a big one.
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
I thought it was not allowed for exactly
too.
that
I
reason.
think it's a
Meh.
4th edition. That's a 4th edition
Yeah.
rule.
That's quite possible. Yeah. All right. After Bearable, then Hootie, you're up. The acid is mostly drained, but the second stage of the bookshelves is now sunk into the acid with all of the magical goodies and
Oh.
books
Who
gone
would
away.
be
My
like,
head is
see,
very
the
retroactive."
barrel was rigged. I saved us all. Could you imagine if that exploded with acid? So-
You mean
And-
the acid would have been all over us?
Yeah.
Much different. Much different.
So
Just so
Hootie will look
everybody
around.
knows, Peter Pose is bleeding quite a bit. Just so people know. He's giving people thumbs up, but those thumbs are
I'm getting to you, Peter. I'm getting to you.
All right, so
just as a heads up.
Hootie will hear Peter Post be like, "Just so you know, I'm bleeding quite a bit," and Hootie will look over and be like, "I got you, gal." And then we'll
Who
cast
said that?
Healing Word level 2 on Peter Post, which will do an immediate. Where is it? 2d4 plus 3. I just use a spell slot, so that's 8 plus 3, so 11 points of healing
Would
damage.
it not be whatever your maximum is on
That-
the healing word?
Yeah, that's it. 11.
Okay.
So 2d4 plus 3 is 11, and then Hootie will cast. Is it safe to cast a fire spell? Do you think? Well, Hootie won't care. She'll cast it.
Sorry.
So
Jackson, just another rules clarification for spellcasters. You can only use one spell slot in a turn, whether it's a bonus or an action. You can only use one spell
really?
slot. So you can still cast a cantrip, but you can't
You
cast
can cast
another
a one
thing
action
that will
cantrip and a bonus
require
action spell.
Another spell slot. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So then the previous healing would have been invalid because it was
Well,
two
going
spell
forward,
slots. Okay.
Just remember that rule, I would say.
Okay, so yeah, so it's a healing word is a spell slot, but I can cast a cantrip as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm casting Sacred Flame, which is a cantrip, and
Saving throw.
if I click this, does it just go Dex 14 saving throw?
Dex saving throw. All right.
Otherwise, it takes 8 points.
So 11. So it will take the. Oh, wait, this is a spell. It has advantage.
Thanks, Diva. You're right. That was
I
indeed
don't think it's gonna matter.
Oh,
It does not matter. So it takes the 11 points of damage from Sacred Flame. Yeah, because it's fire damage or radiant damage.
And I assume my barrel has exploded.
Your barrel has exploded. Yes.
But the shards can still do a dodge.
The shards are still dancing around.
Oh God!
Yeah.
But
Shards
I
are still
can't,
dancing around.
I can't control them because I use my bonus action to heal Peter Post.
Alright, well, there is a cloud of animate glass shards.
Good luck,
very near
everybody.
to all of your party members. Hootie, after you, it is Gunnar. Gunnar, there is still a little bit of acid on the floor, but it is running out, so you only take 1 point of acid damage.
Where the fuck was that when I needed it?
Hey, I took 7 the last time.
Yeah,
So
I
because
did
I
that the first
resist
time.
damage and half goes to
Yeah,
to
you're
Peter.
good. It just goes away. It rounds
It
down.
just goes away.
I think Peter wants you to take off the ring now.
No, keep it on. It's a friendship ring. Friendship is great sometimes.
Okay, so Gunnar's gonna try to magic great axe this guy again, recklessly, as is his wont. I swear to God. Okay,
That is
19. I will stop rolling on. Ooh, I will keep rolling on this. Plus 2 for rage,
Plus 2 for rage.
please.
That will kill it.
Oh yes!
Sliced in twain
Woo,
by the
thank God.
great axe attack. And the acid is nearly finished running out of the room, but so is it nearly finished eating its way through all of the bookshelves. So we will stay in initiative order for the rest of the round.
Can Gunnar
No.
use his second attack on Hootie?
Technically, but I don't think you could reach Hootie.
I'm 7 feet tall and I can jump.
Ah, oh.
If you can't kill her in one shot, you have all these dancing glass acid shards coming at you.
It's not just me.
We'll see. Yeah.
Jamie, am I correct that because Gunnar killed the golem, he will now get 2 temporary HP.
Oh, from his warlock?
No. Why?
From your warlock powers.
It's your demon thing, right?
Dustin knows.
Yeah,
Justin
you
was paying
got a
attention
killing blow.
during your campaign, Jamie.
But you picked it.
That counts as a killing
I don't
blow.
know the warlock abilities. I
You
just
told me
gave
my
it to
patron
you.
had to be the
I know,
fiend.
but I don't
You
know.
literally gave me 0 choice in the matter.
I gave you so many choices.
Not about that. You dingus.
I've never played a warlock, so I was like, this is a cool thing. I don't know what warlocks can do.
They are fun.
Whatever, I'm giving myself 2 temporary.
Yes, I think you can
Okay,
give yourself
cool.
the 2 temporary HP.
So,
Peter Post,
Yeah, okay.
you will take a little bit of acid damage. You will take 4 points of acid damage. And
Okay.
you can... the door will open now that the golem is dead. And yeah, there are all around the room, there's one kind of shelf worth of books and paraphernalia remaining, many of which look like they may be valuable.
No, thank you.
That 12 is my concentration check, just in
Yep.
case a saving throw comes up for something.
Sure. You are good.
I'll keep up my bless.
It does look like the acid will have drained out through the center, the hole in the center of the room where the kind of stone is bubbling away. It's draining very quickly, so by next round there should not be any acid left to deal with. But nor will there be very much in the way of loot.
Oh, sorry, are you guys waiting for me to do something on it?
It is your turn.
Sure. So I guess we're
You-
trying to save loot here.
If you want to
Yeah.
rescue anything,
Why is that a question?
Well, I don't know.
Rudy's corpse to the loot.
So can I like do some sort of insight check to know what looks important
yeah.
here?
If you
when I
want to
cast that,
figure
or-
out if you want to try to identify something particularly valuable, you can do a I guess however you feel like you would be hunting for stuff. Are you just trying to spot something? Are you kind of rummaging through stuff to see if you can find something that looks valuable?
I guess I'm just doing a quick look around to see if anything stands out to me that might look significant.
Sure, do
Maybe
a
like a
perception check.
fancy tome or I don't know, like very, very minimal.
Yeah,
I-
do a perception check.
I pretty much just got into the room and then had to deal with a golem and was nearly dead. 10.
Okay, that's insight, not perception. I don't know if it matters.
Oh, whoops. Perception. Yeah, my perception is worse, so it would be less.
All right, so you still managed to find. So despite not really kind of spotting anything in particular, you will find 200 gold pieces worth of valuable books.
Wow.
Okay.
Right.
I
I got 300, but that's fine.
I pick them up. Are they heavy? Can I carry them?
Yep. You can scoop those up.
Okay. There's
you
a
got-
lot of blood getting on these books, but I got them, guys. I got them. I did it.
And in fact, you feel reasonably confident that you have gotten all of the valuable books.
Oh.
So you're kind of like there's some kind of miscellaneous paraphernalia. You kind of like scoop up a big handful of like kind of gold leafed books out of one particular spot. It doesn't look like there's any specifically books of value, of just kind of like miscellaneous gold piece value left. That doesn't mean there isn't anything though.
Mm.
And if that's it for you, then Minos, you are up. You will take 5 points of acid damage.
Hey. Manos is going to follow Peter around the room and will grab a random book, don't know if it's worth anything or whatever, and will rip a piece of paper out of the book and hand it to Peter and be like, Peter, I think you were the employee of the month for this fight. And we'll hand it to you. And even though the paper is
Yeah.
meaningless, the kind of genuine feelings that Minos feels kind of manifests itself into a Cure Wounds. At 3rd level, at max healing will be 27 hit points for you.
Thank you very much.
Hip hip hooray!
Hip
hip hooray!
Hip hip
Hip hip hooray!
Peter will keep this page and keep it forever. I'm writing it in my inventory.
It is now part of the witness binder.
So, and then with continuing with my move, I'd like to get near where the sizzling floor is and look down if there's, like, if it's open enough for me to see through, and if not, that's kind of what I would like to wait for to clear up, kind of thing.
Yeah, so you're seeing the acid is kind of eating its way down, kind of like it's making a shaft in the floor. It's probably gone through like kind of a couple feet. It was almost like a pumice stone. It was very like porous and soft. You can't see through yet, but it looks like there might be some small holes in the bottom. So like it looks like there will be something under there shortly.
Okay, I'll wait.
Cool. After Minos is Ban. Ban, you are still hanging out on Gunnar for the moment.
I am. So, I will cast Mage Armor on Gunnar. And though Gunnar has 16 AC, this will... does this interact with his unarmored defense?
Yes, as in, like, I think it
because it'll bring it up to 13, his base to 13 plus his dex, where his so it'll bring it up to a +1, so it'll be +1 better than just his boon for the day.
Okay.
He's got bark skin permanently cast on him, which brings him up to 16 AC, just so you know.
So this would bring it up to 17.
Oh, okay, cool. But is he still holding?
Yeah,
the
that's
ring,
why I did the
Peter?
math.
What did you ask, Minos?
The ring, is that like a permanent boon?
No, it lasts for essentially a battle. I don't remember the official. I'll have to look this up.
Cool.
We're taking back your ring?
So here's the thing. I hadn't looked at the requirements for it. I was going to ask at the end of the session. It requires a silver ring worth 50 gold pieces to be worn by each person. So, and I haven't bought anything in the campaign. At some point, I'm just going to buy us all silver rings to wear so I can cast this when I need to.
Yeah, you have gold.
That was our special ring.
They're collectively going to be friendship rings, and I'm going to inscribe them all with like messages for all of you, very specific to who you are as a person.
They don't feel very special if everyone has one. Can we at least not give one to Hootie? Can we agree that Hootie is not a friend?
Can we have snippet into what you will engrave into Hootie's ring? I'm curious.
What did you ask, Verbal?
Said, can we have insight into what you're going to inscribe into Hootie's ring?
I think he means input.
Oh yes, sure. What should I inscribe into Hootie's ring?
Saved us all.
No, like I'm asking you what you want to put in the ring.
Do you want to know what I'm going to put in the ring? Sorry, it's breaking up a little bit. I'm having troubles hearing.
It's all good. Yeah, that.
So all of your inscriptions will be your mail addresses. Your mailing addresses.
I think Darabo should be a proficiency modifier.
Okay, Pan, you have cast Mage Armor on Gunnar. You doing anything else with?
But it doesn't actually do anything, so
you can not do that.
Yeah, I will.
I'm sure you've cast Mage Armor before and would have an idea of how.
Yeah. If it doesn't interact, so unfortunately.
So Peter took back his silver ring, and now Panatix took back his Mage Armor. What the fuck is wrong with
you? Layer by
You'll
layer.
always have Minus's healing until
I killed the Slay Golem for you. Practically twice, because Hootie healed it. That's like for 2.
I don't want to get out because there's still acid, so I don't want to get down from where I am. But
feel free to use me. Don't give me armor or anything. So.
Can I attempt to find something of value for Gunnar?
Absolutely. Do a perception check.
You find the silver ring.
Yeah! So rude.
All right. That will. Okay, you spot two things, but you are on top of Gunnar and can't reach either of them quite yet.
I will tell Gunnar where they are. I'll whisper it in his ear.
It looks like they are very nearly going to drop into the acid. Say at the end of this initiative round.
Oh, okay. So then I'll say it out loud if I.
Yep. So you see a headband that
Is it
looks
a
like
headband?
it might be magical. It's ornate. And you see a scroll that looks very similar to the fancy scroll that you found in the master bedroom in Zanzibar.
Okay. How many people are left in the initiative order?
Bearable.
Oh,
Just
fuck me.
Bevel, can you grab that headband for me,
Headband.
please?
Rebel trips into the acid and drops the PR.
Unless
Forces the item deeper into the acid.
Don't forget,
And
Bearable's
brings
still
them at us.
blessed. Whenever saving throw he takes, he's still blessed. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It might not be a
so,
saving throw.
so if Pan is done, then Bearable,
Well,
you will...
if there are two, then I'll run for one. I'll run for the
Okay.
headband and tell Bearable about the other.
Sure. So when you splash into the acid, you take 3 points of acid damage.
I will take 3 points of acid damage.
And you acquire the headband.
Headband acquired. Bearable, get the scroll. I have the other one.
Okay.
And yes, Bearable, you will also take a little bit of acid damage.
Which
She's
is
loaded with health
You'll
now.
take 4 points of acid damage, and yes, Pan has pointed out a fancy scroll you can go grab.
Okay. And Peter, are you still there?
Oh,
Uh,
yikes.
I'm curious what Peter's HP is. If I don't know how much Minos managed to heal.
Like a quarter, maybe?
Peter.
Maybe a third?
I could find it in our campaigns. Give me 2
that's fair enough.
seconds.
Okay.
so
I
as
can also
as
grab
Bearable
it.
grabs the final scroll, all the remaining kind of bookshelves kind of finish dissolving away, and the plug in the center of the room also finishes dissolving away, and the acid kind of drains off into the dark.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the last scroll. Okay,
So we
go.
could have gotten rid of the acid much faster.
Decided.
If you had really tried to
Like the
to
plug.
channel it, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, so Peter's good, so I'm not going to heal Peter further for now.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'll just go heal. I'm just gonna go pick up the scroll,
Son of a bitch.
which I guess is my action. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to see.
Oh, Minos is worse. Minos is worse. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, fair. I love that you're. Well, if I have to go pick up the thing, then I have to use my action to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to pick up the scroll.
Focus on the scroll.
Okay. Okay.
I thought you could pick up as part of a move. No.
You have to
Yeah.
figure out where Pan saw it. You have to kind of dig through some
Yeah.
books.
Things
It's
that
like an
it's just like on
investigation
you,
sort of-
or
yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to use hibernation to get one of my psionic die back.
Cool.
So I was out of charges on my psionic die.
Cool.
They were good.
So, yeah, with that, you have
Shut up, Tim.
the room is dissolved into nothingness.
They
but
were good.
you
Your
are-
mind
you are
attack
done.
was really strong.
Yep.
The rest
Did
was
you-
shit.
Would you say a minute has
Not like
passed, or
a
would
few
there
damage.
still be time for me
we
to
are
heal?
we are exiting initiative order, but if you have any healing spells you want to fire off, you can do so.
So I would like to use 2 spell slots during the final minute to do 11 times 2 points of healing to Minos.
Oh, 22.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Hootie.
Sorry, Minos, we're friends now, and frankly, I saved everybody. Could you imagine if that acid exploded?
Shut
You
your
know? and look, it's like it's dissolving the floor. There could be something there, so it's like I'm very helpful.
Of course, you're still our friend, Hootie, and if you stick with us, then you'll really learn how to be an adventurer. Don't worry.
I will.
Oh, I'm very excited.
And if you
I never really
survive,
trained in combat.
So, Peter Post is gonna awkwardly walk over to Gunnar and be like, "I'm sorry, I'll get this back to you," and I'm gonna slip the ring off his finger. I'm like very nervous that he's gonna be mad. But as that happens, as I graze your hand, you're also gonna be like imbued with energy, and like I'm trying to distract you from this horrible thing by making you heal. So you'll heal 24 points of damage.
24, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So once Hootie will put away her tiara, and the beacon of hope will fade, and healing will no longer be maximum now because the minute is up.
What? Someone help me.
Sorry, there was still time for me to maybe cast one more Cure Wounds with it, if you don't mind,
Yes,
Matt.
yes. You are all out of initiative order. You have time to cast 1 or 2 spells before anything is going to wear off.
Hey, little Pan, looks like you might need a little bit of a breather as well. And Minos will kind of pat Pan on the shoulder, and you'll heal 11 HP as well. So,
Thank you so
level
much.
1 spell slot Cure Wounds. On Pan.
I think temp HP carry on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
a rest gets
They should have their own.
Rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a rest. Yeah.
You're always the most considerate.
Okay. Yeah. So with everything gone away, the runes on the floor have been scrubbed out by the acid. The door to the room is opened. Interestingly enough, Rocket is not there.
What?
But you can see kind of like the guiding runes on the wall are active. They're heading back the way you came in. And in this room, there is a large hole in the floor, and I guess it's dark underneath. So there's kind of just like a shaft dropping down a few feet, and then kind of darkness.
Okay.
Is this what the pumice stone revealed, or are we back?
Yes. So that's
okay.
Yeah. So in that square room, that door is open.
Yeah.
You can look out. You don't see Rocket, but you see the guiding runes heading off somewhere, and then you see in the room you were in, just a shaft where the jug was standing.
Okay. There's a hole in this room now, guys, where the acid was. Look down there.
I'll look down.
It's dark.
Anyone who has a light source or dark vision?
Dark vision.
Dark vision as well.
Dark vision. You see, there's it's just a cave underneath. So the drop is about 10 feet.
Oh, you can go down there.
Okay. So before we go down,
Go ahead.
yes. Do we want to maybe just take a break? Does anyone need a break before we continue on?
So in this situation, I know what Peter Post would do, but I don't want to ruin the DM's explanation for why Cass isn't here. So I would be concerned
so
about
on
Cass.
that note,
Yeah, Minos would also be kind of going.
I would
Rocket,
locate
I would
object
say.
for the popcorn machine.
yeah. So on that note, you see a little doll walk into the room, and you hear Rocket's voice, and it says, "Darlings, just step out for a few seconds. I'll be right back. Don't you worry about little old me." And then the doll will just kind of
Old! I don't know if Rocket would say that. That's an imposter. Inside check!
What is the doll wearing? Well, you can tell by how stylish the doll is.
Yes, it's
Nothing,
a very stylish
apparently.
doll.
Okay. I don't know, Gunnar. That doll seems really stylish. I don't think someone could mimic her style.
Oh, that's definitely Rocket's voice. Okay, let's go down, and Minos will hop down into the cave.
So wait. Before I asked a question, I had asked a question. No one answered.
As previously stated, things might be occurring in the background as you rest, but a short rest is probably not going to do too
This
much.
could be a short rest within 10 minutes for up to 3 people.
A
so,
short rest within 10 minutes is probably going to be just fine.
So if people would need a short break, I can magically help you along. Bearable, that would mean you'd be able to use hit dice to heal. But also anyone who has like abilities that could recharge on a short rest.
Yeah, so Bearable's got a couple. His action surge will probably come back. His healing, his endurance would come back. His second wind thing would come back. And on a short rest, you can spend your hit dice in order to heal and top yourself up as well. So many
If
benefits
nobody
of a
else-
short rest.
How many people can you give that to?
3.
If there aren't better people, I can get some stuff like health, and I can.
Gunnar doesn't need it. You guys healed him to max, so he's fine. He's
Okay.
You don't have any.
Like,
Yeah.
I would love one if I can.
I would also.
If I
love one.
understand.
Yep. And does anyone else have any features that reset on short rest?
I've already used mine up, so I'm good.
Bardic Inspiration, but yeah, if you do heal with hit dice, you get an extra 1d6 hit points.
On this
No.
rest.
All right. So
Okay,
you
so
all
I
have a quick little rest. You
Oh,
can
short
roll
resting
your
right
hit
now.
die.
I'm assuming I had. Did we have a short rest before coming here? I feel like we did.
We had a
Yeah.
short rest. You had a short rest
Mhm.
earlier in the
Mhm.
master bedroom.
I used up my stuff as well. So, but I will. If no one else is resting, I will also rest to use a hit die.
So Pan, Peter, and Bearable are short resting. If you're short resting, you can spend your hit die for every hit die that you spend. So if you click on short rest in the you can spend those and roll them as you spend them. So let's say you spend one, roll it, you
Oh,
get
cool.
4. You can then spend another one, and you get your con mod per dice that you spend.
Mm-hmm. Which D&D Beyond will handle, but
Yeah, and then anybody who does spend a hit dice will get an extra D6 from Hootie, providing an extra Song of Rest or an extra
right.
bonus on
Sorry,
top of that.
Do hit dice refresh in long rests?
Yes,
Yes.
they do.
long rest, yes.
Only long rests will reset them all. Actually, it resets half, right? Resets half your hit dice? It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we usually just reset them.
Yeah,
between
because it's a
adventures.
long
It's kind of-
period between our adventures where we
Yeah.
have multiple
Sure.
long rests, but yeah.
Sorry, Jermaine, the hit die. So, like, if I roll 2 of them, it's like
You'd
a
also
D10
roll-
plus 4.
Yeah, you had your con mod both times. So
Yeah.
if you're rolling 2 hit dice, you add twice your con mod to whatever you roll
So
on
it'd
the 2
be-
dice.
2d10 plus 4.
And you can wait to see a result, right? And then decide to.
Yeah, so
spend
you can
more.
roll
Keep
2,
rolling,
see
yeah.
if you're close to max, roll another one, roll another
Yeah,
one, roll
yeah,
another
yeah.
Yeah.
And you will also gain an extra something from Hootie's Song of Rest.
1d6.
I
Hit
took mine and
hit
rolled
points.
it all privately just to keep pick.
So,
Yep.
Sure.
And then
Sure.
since some of you are not taking the cat nap, I assume you can arrange a way to get down 10 feet.
so I
Step
heal
down.
mine from this one.
I mean, it's a little rough on the ankles, but
Is-
you-
Is Peter taking a nap?
I took a little quick nappy nap.
Gunnar wants to rifle through Peter's things and try and take back the silver ring.
I mean,
You'll get
there are
it
other
again. I just
conscious
didn't
party
bring it
members
either.
Yeah.
Is,
might object to this.
are they actually like sleeping? Are you sleeping for this?
I'm not really sure
I
what
don't
the
know
flavor is.
Yeah, I don't know what the flavor is too, because Hootie's
Well, I
kind of
assume the
Song of
nap is
Rest
the
is
safe
like
bet.
you're listening through it for like the 10 minutes. So like, is Hootie just kind of white noise machine?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's doing whale sounds.
I see.
It's like
the way I see
subliminal.
Peter posts like hat for Peter posts. This is his short rest. His hat glows and like this phantasmal water cooler pops up, and he just like leans against it, sips some water from the water cooler. I just have a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like
So,
rifling
how
through the
about them
bags doesn't
sports
make
teams?
sense. Like if you're just taking a little break and Grunar's going through your bag.
Hootie will be telling stories from Hooters, and that puts anybody to sleep. So
See?
Okay, I've taken 3 of them. I'm at 63 now. So
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
healed up. I'm ready.
thank you.
Yeah, so again, you can just hop down and take the d6 fall damage, I guess. Or
No.
you can, get a rope.
I'll
Can't,
like 10
it's-
feet
you
though,
can't
right?
climb.
oh,
Yeah,
do
you
we
can, the Puddlestone is pretty kind of rough, so you could probably just climb and then drop the rest of the way if you want.
Yeah, Minos will catch people when he's down there.
I was gonna say Minos is like 7 feet tall, isn't he? Can I like
Yeah.
climb down Minos?
Yeah, so Minos will climb down into the hole kind of carefully during that 10 minutes, and then we'll like reach up and like bring people down.
Yeah, sure.
Half my unconscious works around.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you are now in a kind of a small vault. You see, the shaft puts you down on one side. In the center of the round room is a simple stone slab etched with feathers. On the slab lies the body of an elven wizard, with his hands clasped on his chest holding a small leather-bound journal. very similar to those that you saw in Zanzibar's bedroom. There are 2 things to notice in the room. One, in one of the walls is a large, crudely dug tunnel. And 2, the wizard is missing his head.
What?
We know he had a head to start with.
That's a very assumption. Assumptive.
I know you said there was only 2 things, but I wasn't paying attention for the first thing.
Small room.
Yeah.
Stone slab on the center with a corpse of a wizard on it. He's holding a journal.
Yeah.
There is a large, rough tunnel coming in the side of one of the walls. It does not
How
look
big
like it was
is the
there.
tunnel? Is it the size of an owl?
It is larger. It's like 5 feet tall.
Okay.
Why would the crew tunnel in? They did they not have access to the main route?
So the 2 entrances or exits or access points to this area appear to be the hole that you just burnt through the floor and that tunnel. You don't see any other way into this room.
And it's not recently. It doesn't look recently made. Does it look like it's
the
part
tunnel
of this
looks
cave?
very recent. It's very rough.
Okay.
There's no amount of erosion or anything on it.
And who do you inspect the book before she tries and causes any more booby traps?
Okay, you want to pick up the book?
No.
Good answer.
This is going to be an Evan reading from a
Sure.
book.
Do a perception check. Or an investigation. I guess investigation check. Right, you're getting up close. You're kind of looking around. Yeah, it's a leather-bound journal, much like the other handwritten leather-bound journals you saw in Zanzibar's bedroom. You detect no magic runes, and you're pretty confident that you detect no magic runes.
Hootie will cast Mage Hand and have the Mage Hand grab the book from the headless dead corpse.
Sure. You want to open it?
With the Mage Hand, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You open it, there are a couple pages of handwritten note in Elvish.
Oh, Hootie speaks Elvish.
Alright. So, the pages go as follows. My contact other time spell works. Just in time, as I feel my mortality draws ever nearer, as even the long-lived elves have their limits. Unfortunately, I cannot contact my past self, but I had a lovely chat with my old colleague in the Valley of the Dinosaurs. He's been researching methods to extend life for a few dozen years, so hopefully it will bear fruit in time for me. Honestly, I thought he'd be here sooner. I could only hope to be able to continue my research so that one day Julia and I can be together as feathered flying creatures, unbound by the shackles of the earth as we have always been in my heart. And then, a few days pass. Old friend, if you are reading this, I hope that you have arrived in time to save me with whatever magics you have concocted. I'm going to put myself into a magical sleep to buy you as much time as I can. Help yourself to anything that you need from the storeroom. My signet ring will allow you access. I am sorry that we lost contact for so long. I was so wrapped up with my own research, and you seem to have been the same, as none of my recent attempts to reach you have borne fruit. Nevertheless, I appreciate your help in advance, as if you can't trust your peers from magic school, who can you trust?
Amen.
Do they teach arcane things at this magic school?
They teach all kinds of arcane things.
So Hootie will give the book to Panatix and be like, magical fruit, and you're the wizard.
What did you just call me? Where did that come from? Magical fruit? What?
No, the journal. It's full of magical fruit. He's talking about bearing fruit, and he's a wizard, so magical fruit.
Oh, yes, magical fruit, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I'll peruse it as well, just to kind of get some information in context.
So the words are in the channel.
Great.
Perfect, thank you.
Does it explain why his head is missing, Hootie?
It does not.
No.
No.
Can I do a medicine check to see how long it's been since his head was cut off?
Sure.
Oh, my medicine checks are not good, but let's do... Oh, it's really not good. Guys,
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it's still there.
yeah, you're pretty sure elves don't need heads, so he might have died of something weird. Pan, however, you recognize that the body has been dead for a very long time, as in it's just like a desiccated husk. The head is missing very recently.
It looks like someone took the head quite recently.
Oh, from the body?
I'm
so
assuming-
it was already dead?
Yeah.
Mhm.
How did it die?
Old age.
And also having head removed.
Yeah,
is
no, so
very
no
lethal for most
blood
things.
anywhere around the neck or anything to
Yeah.
make it seem like he died of decapitation. He died
This was
of old
post-tomb,
age.
Notable
And then
exception is
someone came
Hydra.
in,
Decapitation
ran off
does
a
not work.
Somebody else came and took her, and it smells like necronomy stuff.
Necromancy?
I'm assuming you go-
Necromantic. See.
If
What is
anybody wants to
nom-nom
do an Arcana check, you can go right ahead. I know no one's
We don't
trained
have
yet.
anyone trained in Arcana! We just have wizards and bards!
I will try an Arcana check.
Hey, there you go. We got some.
And a warrior who is trained in Arcana because, yeah. That's,
Reasons. Yeah, Hootie, you're not quite sure, but you're sure that a more skilled wizard would be able to do something with the head of an ancient dead wizard.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's fair. I have this headband.
You do. You can try to identify it, or you can put it on.
Can I attempt to identify it?
Yeah. Do an Arcana check.
it's a headband.
Oops, I cannot write words.
Yeah, it is a headband of intellect.
Oh.
This will raise someone's intellect up to 19, which is
Mhm.
not super useful for me.
It's not great for wizards, but it's good for anybody who isn't a wizard.
Gunnar is not a wizard.
That would
Fair
really shift my whole game.
Oh my god, right? Yeah, no.
I would go from 8 int to 19 int.
Yes, Minos, this is gonna. I'll put on Minos for like 3 seconds.
A druid taking like mushrooms and completely changing her personality, becoming a wise old druid. Hootie is very dumb. So.
Will it change your voice too? You're now this like English. like
Speak properly.
yeah.
Ever
Oh,
want it.
you're like
I
British.
felt like, who would like this?
Is it pretty? I'll take it.
I don't think
may
it
have been
really
Twitter.
makes much difference if I'm smarter or not. Because you guys will all be smarter than me anyway. It's okay.
This is just like a bonus to intelligence, right?
Yeah, it just sets it to 19.
Why doesn't the... Oh, because the wizard's already at 19? Is
Yeah,
that it?
exactly.
I have-
the
I have
higher
it.
the higher your int, the less it does.
Yeah.
If it's pretty headband, Hootie will put her name forward.
My int is 10.
I was never
I
really
just
good in
hate
school, so like this will help too.
So now you're just gonna straight up cheat?
That's a good idea.
The smartest
Yeah, if you want to get to
move
wizard
today.
school, they might have something to say about that at
Do it.
exam time.
We might want to also wait for Rocket. Because this might...
Oh,
like, Rocket
yeah,
might
yeah.
make it... I don't know if she'll
Yeah.
want to go with her outfit, but it might look good with her.
She can cover it up with a stylish turban.
Yeah.
She
Rocket's intelligence is already 19.
Wow.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Artificer.
I also have paper I found. Who wants
Yes,
paper?
you have a
read.
scroll.
Yeah.
Put
The
screen
scroll
on
is-
and then you can read it.
The scroll is wrapped up in the same kind of wrappings with the same seal as the scroll, the very magical scroll that you found in Zanzibar's bedroom.
It's the
So
same as
you,
the last one.
because you already don't know what that one is,
Yeah.
in the absence of anything changing.
Hootie will be like, I don't have the band of intellect, but I think
I
the
give it to
head
you.
went
I'll give it to you.
down the hallway.
Yeah, if
Cannot
Hootie's the only
walk,
one who wants it,
stupid
then
bird.
Hootie can take it.
Who wants paper?
I can put it
Paper?
with the other one I have
I want paper.
in my spell book.
Yeah, hang on to it for now.
I would take paper, but Peter would probably just take it away. Like Peter takes away everything of mine.
So Hootie, I'll put the band of intellect on you.
Oh my god, guys, I realized I made a big mistake with that.
Wait, give me back
not
paper.
smart
I
at
want to
all.
get towel.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Now take it off.
That was cute.
Know your shame. It's a band of shame.
But yeah, I think the head went down the hallway, guys. I think somebody came and took off the head.
That is a good assumption.
Very, very well done. Thank you.
Should we take
Okay.
the rest, or do we just leave it?
I mean, it seems like this is something we should probably deal with, right?
Right away, yeah. I think we
I've
need to
got
do this.
oil.
It's probably his classmate, right? That he's talking to. He says he's from the Valley of Dinosaurs. So
It is always those closest to you
Okay.
who betray you. Meaningful look at Hootie.
Does Scooter say that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gunnar doesn't look at him when he says that.
Yeah.
So I feel like we have two options that I can see. One, we just follow down this tunnel to see if we can find whoever took the head, assuming that they also exited through that, or we go to the storeroom to get the signet ring, assuming that hasn't already been taken.
If you see, I guess, his hands that were holding the journal, there is a signet ring on one of
Oh,
them.
he said it was in the storeroom. Oh, maybe we're in the storeroom.
Oh.
There's not much stored here, though. Why would he bury
his
himself in a
body.
storage closet?
What is signet?
And I quote, "The signet ring gets you access to the store."
Oh, then definitely take that.
Oh. Yeah,
pop it on
my
the finger.
Elvish is not.
For the present tense.
They took the head, but not the signet ring?
Maybe they were in a rush. Maybe they saw acid burning its way through the ceiling.
Oh my god, it
Didn't have a
just
lot of time to
happened?
stick around.
Oh my gosh. We should go down this tunnel.
Can we perception check to see if it's a freshly dug tunnel?
I want to take the
It is
signet
very
ring
fresh.
before Gunnar can.
You take the signet ring.
And, like, make a big show of it. Like, look at my 2 rings!
How unbeater of you.
Exactly what the GIF is doing right now. Look at my ring.
Yeah.
All right, you have the signet ring.
Where's the storeroom?
That was one of the options with the guiding runes.
Oh, perfect. Well, we can go back up and go to the storeroom.
Do we not want to follow the freshly dug tunnel and chase the killers?
We can come back for that, I'm assuming.
But they get away.
Yeah, we'll
I
lose
just
track
think
of
this
them.
contact other time spell would really influence my profession. I think this will revolutionize the mail industry. And if it's in the storeroom, I want to see it.
Or maybe one of scrolls is contact time spell. We have 2 scrolls.
These pros? Hootie,
I
do you know
could-
what these do?
I could check out the tunnel, guys. And
Yes, send Hootie after killers. The rest of us will go to storeroom.
so I can go invisible and check out the tunnel and be very quiet.
But we
No
don't know
need
how
to go
far the
invisible.
tunnel
Just
goes.
go.
Be very quiet. Flap, flap. Flap, flap.
But yeah, so by suggesting that, if they're allowing me to go, then I'll cast invisibility on myself.
Allowing
And-
you to go, we'll push you down the tunnel. We'll give you a head
And
start.
and then Hootie will head down the tunnel, and Hootie has 120 feet of dark vision.
Okay. So you see, after about 120 feet, the tunnel opens up onto hallways, just like you've walked through in the rest of the complex. You're apparently in a section of the labs,
So there's nobody there.
and there is currently nobody there.
Okay, so Hootie will fly back and be like, they're
We
gone.
left. We went up towards
Yeah, we did not wait for you. You walk in as we seal the hole.
Every time down the tunnel, we yell, "Bye, Rudy!"
There's like one of those stickers, those mailman stickers on the wall that's like, sorry we missed
We
you.
missed it.
No one.
To pick up your package, show it, and it has a blank, and I've just scribbled in storeroom.
Okay, well, you can have chosen to leave, and we will just be in the room with the dead headless wizard.
Okay. I assume everyone else is heading storeroom.
Yep.
Word.
I feel like Berbel had stayed behind.
Oh, you nerd.
Yes, I know.
You could lead Hootie along. So when you get to the storeroom, you see a large stone vault door that says "Property of Zanzibar," and a small lozenge-shaped hole in the center, which is just the right size for the signet ring.
A lozenge-shaped hole?
Yeah.
Like
I
a
like-
holes?
Yeah.
I backhand knock so
diamond
that the
shape.
ring hits it, and I'm like, delivery.
Yep. And when the ring goes into the whole door swings open, and you see essentially a lab storeroom. So there's shelves of reagents. There's shelves with some diamonds on them for spells, jewels, a bit of gold, and what else do you see? Do a bunch of scrolls and one rather fancy lab coat hanging on the wall.
Can I investigate the scrolls to see if I can find that contact other time spell?
So you see, there's a few different scrolls. They're magical scrolls, one of which is fancy and ornate, similar to the other two that you've already found. The other ones, so you're still having a hard time figuring out, although I guess now that you are expecting it, the title says Scroll of Contact Other Time, or Contact Other Time, I suppose. It doesn't say Scroll of. So you have 3 of those scrolls total.
Oh, okay.
As well as a variety of scrolls of communication.
Oh, commune with nature.
And what does the lab coat look like?
It is very much like a lab coat. It looks like it is a big kind of thing that will cover a wizard's robe. It will cinch tight at the wrists to stop acid from splashing all over you. And,
is it resistant to acid?
It's resistant to some things. You can try to identify it.
Just so that it's on record, Peter Post, unless somebody asks for it or tries to stop him, will put all of those scrolls of communication and contact time into my satchel.
I have 2 of them in my spell book, but if
so
you
have the third, go for it. And then if everyone is trying to just sort of grab stuff, you can find about 2,500 gold pieces worth of reagents, diamonds, and gems.
Ooh,
It doesn't seem like Zanzibar will be missing. Your Arcana check is not fantastic, but since you're expecting it to be a protective thing, it is a cloak of protection.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you'll have time to kind of like fiddle with it when you get out.
Cool. Manos gonna shout, Zanzibar, if you want us to not take any of this, then don't say anything. No, wait, that's not right.
Yes, no alarms. You're in through the door. Everything seems to be perfect.
Damn it, Minos.
Now we're stealing. Go.
Yeah.
Have there was a picture, I don't know if this is gonna work. There was a picture of Zanzibar and Julia, right?
Yep.
Julia.
Okay, can I attempt, once people have sufficiently looted everything that is of interest to them, can I attempt to locate object on the head of Zanzibar? Because I know what it looks like, right?
Yes.
Pull up the spell. So
Yes, you can absolutely do that.
I picked the wrong animal, Julia.
So it has to be within 1,000 feet of me. And if the object is in motion, I know the direction.
All right. It is in motion, going away from you for about 15 seconds and then suddenly vanishes.
Okay, I can hold it. I can hold it for 10 minutes. So if I like run in the direction trying to keep up with it.
Yep. It vanishes, and no matter how fast you run, you do not appear to catch up to it.
Okay.
You are heading towards the entrance of the complex.
Seems like he might have teleported away with the head.
Or she, or they.
And if you get to the entrance, you will see Copperhand at the entrance, and you will see Rocket. And
Rocket.
Rocket, darlings, you made it! I nearly caught up to some. Oh, they're nasty creatures. They had robes, terrible robes, ugly robes, all black. You wouldn't believe it. I can't believe they're even wearing it. I wouldn't be caught dead in such a robe. And well, they had some kind of dead head, so maybe they would be caught dead in such a robe. Then they teleported, they vanished, they poofed. You wouldn't believe it. Well, except I'm telling you, so they did it, and they're gone.
I believe you, Rocket.
Copperhead just kind of like listens to that and nods and says, "Yeah, those guys that I let in, they went back out with Zanzibar's head, and I tried to stop them, and then they teleported away. Oh. So, I guess I don't need to guard the tomb anymore, since it is a tomb, and I was hired to guard a complex for a living wizard. Maybe I get to go do something else now.
Do you want to adventure with us, Copperhand?
I don't think I'm an adventurer. I think I'm a guard, but I think I can find something else to guard.
What about being a mailman? I can probably hook you up with a position at mail.
Ooh, going places. That might be different.
Okay, I'll give him a business card, and I'll be like, you can I'll give him directions. I don't know.
to somewhere where you go.
Drop my name when you apply. Good luck, and I wish you the best. I hope that you get the job.
Oh, thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone.
Alternatively, have you considered pledging your immortal soul to a fell power in exchange for dark and forbidden abilities?
That's right. I have a soul. Maybe I can do that. Oh, there's all kinds of things I can try.
Yeah, good luck. I hope you get the job.
Did you write a letter to Ironjaw that you want me to deliver?
Yeah, he'll give you a little letter, and it's basically just like, "Hi, Ironjaw. I've been having fun guarding this door for the last few dozen years. I hope you've been having just as much fun doing that weird adventuring stuff you like."
Okay, I'm gonna pocket that and make sure I deliver it to Ironjaw when he wakes up.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna roll it up, and I'm gonna put the signet ring of Zanzibar on it, like it's a little scroll, and that's how I'm gonna deliver it to Ironjaw. Like, I have a souvenir of Zanzibar as well.
Nice.
Gudar's jealous.
Minos is going to approach Rocket and pick her up and give like a sly smile and do kind of like a dog shake and shake off all the glitter or a lot of glitter that's still in Minos' fur so that it covers Rocket and kind of give like Rocket a smile before he places her on his shoulder back area.
Cute.
Excellent.
Are we still in the house?
You are at the complex area. You can kind of do whatever you want. We are effectively done with the adventure as far as I am concerned.
Did we clean out the stockpile? Like you said, there was gems and stuff.
So yeah, there is 2,500 gold pieces worth of gems that I will add to party gold basically at the end of it. And yeah, so you can follow your guide back to town if you want. Ironjaw will wake up. He will be happy to see that you've kind of met Copperhand and that his friend who he used to guard the door with is doing okay. He'll be a little upset that Zanzibar didn't survive without him there to guard the place, but what can you do?
Well,
all these living creatures, they die eventually. And, and yeah, maybe he's probably not an owl if he's a dead head, but
you don't know that.
Maybe he's a hapless owl.
Chicken's weird, Ironjaw.
And when you finally have time to sit down and maybe go talk to a real wizard who went to wizard school, you can figure out what the Scroll of Contact Other Time does. So, for the purposes of game stuff, this is like a level 10 spell. You cannot put it into your spell book. You have 3 scrolls. The Master Wizard Zanzibar was working on this, but he did not get it to a point where it can be easily replicated. But the rough idea is you can contact someone known to you at a different point in time to the present. So for the PCs that are currently in the wrong time period, you can very easily contact anyone you knew from your past life using one of these scrolls.
Future life.
Potentially. So for anything that isn't a time period that you already lived through, it's going to be kind of like the teleport spell. There's a big table, and like the better you know and can picture the person and the time you're trying to talk to, the more likely it is to work. So if you're trying to talk to someone you don't know, or if you're trying to go to a time you haven't kind of been in or lived through in some way, shape, or form, or at least read about in a fairly detailed fashion, it might not work very well, or your head might explode.
Is it only wizards that can learn spells from scrolls?
So it is a scroll. Casters can cast off a scroll for the purpose of this scroll.
But yes,
only
I can
wizards
learn.
can learn it.
You need to scribe a scroll into your spell book.
Yeah,
Usually.
it costs money and time.
And this one's going to be kind of...
Can a 1-level wizard learn a spell? As in, if I
not this spell.
multi-class.
So this spell in
10.
particular is something that it took a master wizard his entire lifetime to figure out, and he made like 4 copies and used one of them.
But what if I'm a master mailman?
Master mailman.
Is this the same master wizard who fell in love with an owl and tried to become an owl and instead got decapitated?
Look, he tried really hard. Okay.
He got decapitated after death, though. Is that considered decapitation?
It's true. Exactly.
Just post-mortem.
Desecration? I don't know.
If you wait for a body to rot long enough, you could just take the skull without decapitation.
Isn't it still attached to the vertebrae?
Not
But
by-
also that was
not
not the
if there's
case.
no
It was
vertebrae.
No?
Yeah, no, there's
No, but the
like the
vertebrae are
bone is
bone.
infused into, but they're not fused together. There's like conjunctive tissue and stuff
okay.
in between.
Hootie is going to be like, I know I've only been smart for a short period of time, but is it really wise that we are leaving, necromancers to steal a wizard's head after they resurrected a Tyrannosaurus Rex in the middle of the desert, and we're just leaving this plot hole open for them to wreak
It's
havoc?
interesting that you asked that, because maybe months ago, there was this necromancer who stole a book after reviving a Bronchiosaurus, and we totally let him go.
They
probably
didn't steal that
different
book.
people.
They were trying to steal a book, and they did not succeed.
But they did kill our wizard.
They did
They
kill
killed the fuck
wizard.
out of our wizard. Also, it is a headband of intellect, not wisdom. You're smart, but
this
you're
is
not
also
wise.
true.
Yeah.
Yes, smart means you know it's a jug full of acid. Wise means you don't huck it all over your party.
You had neither.
Yeah, so basically, the scrolls are for the PC. If the PCs who are, new to the party have something they want to polish off or some info they want to get in their past lives, they will be effective for that, or you can save them for whatever kind of thing you could think of.
How many of these scrolls are there? 3, you
Have
said?
3 total. You did manage to find all of them.
But how do we cast them?
As you would cast a spell from a scroll, you cast it as an action. Maybe as a 1-minute casting time spell, so that you can't do it like halfway through a combat. There's no asking your future self how to kill clay golems.
And it's only like telepathic connection?
You have, where did I write it? I think you have like 5 minutes to chat, basically. Yeah, so kind of like a telepathic link.
So like theoretically, 2 robots couldn't have you could plug in with the spell to also connect to see what the robot that you're talking to is also seeing, because Copperhead has visual of the robed people that stole the head.
You can't. It's not a scrying spell. It's a talk to spell. So yeah, no sense, no senses. You can ask them to describe what people look like.
Now that we've left the building, do we know more about my scimitar, or?
Yeah.
add it to
So
my
likewise, you can kind of sit down and maybe find a wizard in town, and it is a dancing scimitar.
Oh.
As the
that's
dancing.
cool.
Yeah. Is it item or magic item?
Item. Just item. Exclamation mark item.
As long as you wield it, you know how to dance?
Mhm.
I think you don't have to hold it. I think it dances around you, if I recall.
Yeah. So you can throw it as a bonus action, and then it'll run around and attack without you needing to swing. So you can have it attacking, and then you can also attack with your turn.
Why didn't you do that, Bearable?
No one threw it. Not a single. I tried very explicitly to see if anyone would throw it. No one did.
I kind of tossed it down.
I don't think dropping it counts.
Yeah.
We left those glass shards
They
just
need
dancing away.
attunement too, anyway. So.
Room too.
Yeah. So as I have it here, okay.
Can you be
sword.
attuned one thing at a time?
You can be attuned up to 3 things. Yep. You got a couple potions of clarity, a few of which were drank. There's a headband of intellect. The 3 scrolls, as well as the other list of scrolls. Gunnar, you have 300 gold pieces worth of books. Peter Post, you have 200 gold pieces worth of books. Everyone else, you have 2,500 gold pieces from the vault, and someone has a cloak of protection. Yeah.
No,
Alright.
someone can take it if they want, but I would really appreciate a cloak of protection.
That sounds. I was gonna say it sounds like that'd be good for a wizard, but then you did not get hit at all by any of the attacks that were specifically to you.
Not a wizard, but
It
a
would-
scientist.
Yeah. It would bring my AC up to 17. So I would
Oh
be...
wow! Go for it. Take it.
And then up to 21 when I'm blade dancing, so it would improve my survivability.
Wow.
We love survivability.
Sounds like you don't need it.
All right, and that is it for me. I think we're nearly at 9:30. So call
Yeah,
it there.
awesome. Okay, so that wraps
Thank
up Adventure 16 with Matt as the DM. This place is deserted. So at the end of each one of our adventures, we like to hand out some inspiration. So players, we get to choose another player, another moment at any point in the adventure, and the DM, you can also pick a player and assign inspiration for any moment that you liked. Does anybody have any shout outs that they'd like to? Tim?
I want to give it to Hootie, not for the reason you're thinking, not for spilling acid on us, but rather for the role play of putting on the headband
That's what I was
and
thinking.
then being like, that was so dumb.
I
thought that was very cute.
too.
I made me
Yeah.
laugh a
The
lot.
moment Jackson did that, I'm like, that's the inspiration.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, yeah.
That's great.
I like
yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Sprocket for not showing up 2 out of the 3 days.
Fuck that guy.
But now I gotta role play like a really smart stripper.
Who says strippers aren't smart?
Remember, it's knowing
They're
stuff,
making good money
too,
per
right?
hour.
So
Yeah.
you
I know.
can role play that hopefully, and you're like, because you're learning, right? You're studying and stuff, so that kind of works out.
As Matt said, you know better than to strip, but you're not wise enough not to strip.
Yeah, who do be like? She has a heaven on. She's like, I was really being taken advantage of. At first."
They were taking all of my tips. It's bullshit.
So I agree with the heading over, obviously, to Jackson. I just wanted to also point or highlight that it was great for kind of your first encounter, Jackson, to completely charm the like giant undead.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Yeah.
I was
so-
actually
That
going
was- that's
half
true,
and
that's
half.
Very
fun.
cool,
Yeah.
very different to kind of what we experienced. So I
Yeah.
support the
Yes.
inspiration for you 100%.
And then
Okay.
since I get one, I'm giving mine to Minos for salvaging that encounter for me and actually having it do something by lighting everyone else on fire.
Fair.
I don't know. I don't like the supporting the other people get hurt to get inspiration, but I will take it.
That's true.
It was roleplay. Minos was doing what Minos would do.
Roleplay.
In all seriousness, though, I'd probably give it to Peter for like holding everybody alive while bleeding out herself. Just like
Finally
here's a
doing
bloody
something with my
paper.
character.
I would not
Yeah.
because Peter took back the
Oh.
ring. I took that very personally. And nothing for Parable because he doesn't know what a proficiency bonus is.
He's working on it.
All right, that's great. So that wraps up this adventure. We are not playing next week, but we will be back on the first Thursday of August, which will be August 4th, with our next adventure and our next DM, which will be Tim. So I'm sure we're all ready for that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
What happened to Jackson?
That was very well.
I guess.
Man,